My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
ABC Wednesday, October 9th.
Y'all complain all day. We want books. We want paper towels in the classroom. Bet you want razors, too.
I'm still waiting on the paper towels.
Abbott Elementary returns with a new season.
We asked the district for more after-school programs. They gave us $50 for class pets instead.
Critics cheer. Abbott Elementary continues to be one of the funniest and most beloved shows on TV.
What y'all doing out there?
Taking bribes.
Proud of y'all.
Abbott Elementary, season premiere Wednesday, October 9th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, Why I Needed Two Kids ASAP by Shawna Scafe of simpleonpurpose.ca. Hello, everybody. I am your host, Greg Audino, and welcome back to Optimal Relationships Daily. Let's hear about what our friend Shawna has learned from bringing up kids that are close in age and start optimizing your life. Why I Needed Two Kids ASAP by Shawna Scafe of simpleonpurpose.ca. My son, my firstborn, he came into this world with a glisten in his eye. I'm sure of it. For first-time parents, he was a little cherubim full of smiles that we naively took as validation that we were nailing this mom and dad business. Then, when he was 7 months, I became pregnant with another. No, we didn't plan it. Yes, we know how babies are made. It took 5 positive tests for my husband to move from shock to acceptance. Then we quickly dove into excitement mode that we would be growing our family and thought we were so clever for getting it over with. My daughter was a high-maintenance gal who quickly showed us the space and decibel level which she would maintain in our home and hearts. She was tough. Having 2 toddlers was tough. But I needed it. Number 1. I thought 1 was hard. I needed to realize that having 1 wasn't as hard as I was making it out to be. I needed to learn I was hiding behind the "but I can't, I have a kid" excuse when there was something I didn't feel like doing. Because once you have 2, you realize that having 1 kid is easy. It's like having a little buddy with you everywhere you go, even if that little buddy sometimes acts like a feral goat. Then you have 2, and these 2 goats become a herd with caveman-like tendencies. When you have 1 kid, you call it parenting. After having 2, any time you get with just 1 kid is called a date. Number 2, time to stop babying them. Having a second so soon made me realize I was still in baby mode with my first. Granted, he was only 16 months when his sister showed up, but having her made me put a little more expectation and responsibility on him, something he was ready for and adapted to, something I wouldn't have done so readily without this push. Number 3, some healthy neglect of my camera mostly. They say each progressive child is slightly more neglected. I like to call it becoming independent, and their milestones pass with less fanfare. This is a saying for a reason. When I go through old videos of my son, I realize I painfully documented every rollover attempt, every new food he tried, every outing he ever had. My daughter's digital history is a much more digestible highlight reel of the major points. I don't think any first-time mom realizes how enamored and engulfing that baby can be. My second child taught me it is better to prioritize and make room for the special things, so that there is room left over for me as a woman, not a mom, and free up some space on my hard drive too. Number 4, we had more to learn. When you have an adaptable and happy baby, people make comments. They're always so happy. Why are they so happy? Is there something you give them to make them this happy? This isn't normal. Tell me what you're doing. Eventually, you will walk around with this assumption that you know what you're doing. This will also be the exact moment that you are most likely not to know what you are doing. When a second baby comes along, you will assume it will be like the first. Instead, you might get a baby who always cries, turns your life upside down, and makes you question everything you know. I will say that the first year of my daughter's life was the hardest year of mine. I was humbled, broken down, and rebuilt. Now that the dust has settled, I will say without a doubt that I am forever grateful for that year. It was a crash course in facing the realities about myself, my marriage, my parenting, my beliefs, and gluten-free foods. Number 5, I could do it. I had this horrible reaction of saying no to everything. Like most moms, I am the gatekeeper of schedules, plans, meals, appointments, and chores. I felt so overwhelmed with 2 toddlers that I became over-reliant on my husband to save me whenever he was home. The real reason was I didn't believe I could do it, at least not without losing myself, and I wasn't willing to give this up yet. There comes a point, though, when you realize you are capable, that even when you give yourself fully into motherhood, you can still find yourself at the end of the day. Number 6, there's always more. When you find out you're having another baby, you will wonder if you have enough love, enough patience, enough energy, enough time. Aside from watching the special sibling love between your children fill their hearts, you will find out your own heart will always have enough. The beautiful thing about being a mom is that every day you are drained of everything: time, patience, energy, love. But every day there's more. They are the harvest of your heart, which always has enough. Stay tuned for a post a year from now titled "Why I Needed 3 Kids Under 4," or "When They Say Stop at 2, They Might Be Right." You just listened to the post titled "Why I Needed 2 Kids ASAP" by Shawna Scafe of simpleonpurpose.ca.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
And thank you so much to Shawna for giving us insight into the world of parenting yet again. It's pretty rare to hear a perspective specific to a parent who had children back to back. So I like this unique perspective, and I'm sure it will help anyone who's either hoping to be a parent or maybe feeling a little nervous about having a second child, in a way that's more informed than general parenting advice. We're going to end on that note, friends. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and be sure to tune in tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.